David Cassidy!
Not the groom, the bride. Guess who she is?
No idea. Where is this, anyway?
Vegas Chapel on the Strip, 1978. Come on.
Nope.
Cut it out, Bobby. I haven't changed that much.
This is you?
Yeah. Just so you know, the polite response is you haven't changed a bit, Kate.
You married David Cassidy?
Not David Cassidy, it's Dwayne Haskell.
Sorry, I'm a little weak on my Vegas lounge acts.
We were at UCLA together, med school. You know how I get. Spring break, we took off for Vegas. God, can you believe it? I haven't even seen him for 20 years, and all of a sudden, I got a call from him last night. He's here at the Hilton. I'm having lunch with him today, and I do not look that different. Do I?
You haven't seen him for 20 years. How long were you married?
2 days.
2 days?
Yeah, we made each other insane. We had to split up. We would have killed each other. He was nuts. God, what a fireball. Romantic and headstrong. I spent years in therapy trying to get over him.
Oh, yeah.
I still have dreams about him.
Really?
Yeah, but he was a maniac. It never would have worked out. We were too much alike.
So how does that work? You get married one day and divorced the next?
Yeah, but it's what happens in between that you remember.
And what was that?
Just most incredible sex of my life. Not that what you and I had wasn't incredible too, but I mean, with Dwayne, it was
This is the most incredible sex of your life.
yeah. Oh boy.
Thanks. I feel so much better now.
There are some tumors that don't respond to surgery, and if you cut them out, then they just grow back.
I've been in remission for over a year.
I know. And I was hoping that surgery would get rid of it forever, but...
But Tina's 5 months pregnant, so if the surgery didn't work, then what do we do? We try chemo?
Not with a 5-month-old fetus. The baby's arms and legs are forming. His brain is still growing.
And with a tumor such as this, chemo would only be buying you a couple of months anyway.
Are you saying that I'm going to die? And my baby, too?
There is an experimental procedure that has never been done on a pregnant woman before. It's called immunotherapy. Now, it causes the body to develop an immune reaction to any cancerous cells. I think it's our only chance.
What are my chances of surviving if I have this procedure?
About 25%.
The baby's kicking.
Hey, Philip.
Aaron, have a seat. You must fall asleep.
Did you have an affair with a patient?
What?
Kakachi claims that you did. He took it to a board member.
This is at a board level. You have to call a subcommittee to officially investigate this.
Well, I'm sure we'll dismiss the charges.
You're chief of surgery. That makes you head of the subcommittee. We can't be having this discussion.
Right. Well, just had to check.
I saw a patient today. 5 months pregnant, recurrent astrocytoma.
Well, you can't do chemo. What are you going to do about it?
Immunotherapy. It's not toxic to the baby because we inject our own white blood cells into the tumor area.
Oh.
Yeah. Except it's still in the experimental stages. It's only 25% survival rate, plus it's never been done on a pregnant woman before.
Well, at least you give him a chance.
A chance. I became a surgeon because I hate chance. Got a problem, surgically remove it. That I love.
Sometimes it's all you have.
You haven't changed.
Oh, thank you.
And you're an astronaut.
Well, not till next month, but yeah.
Would you believe it? My heart is pounding. This is crazy. I was actually terrified to call you. But I just had to. This is so overwhelming. It's been such a long time. I don't even know where to start.
Well, let's start anywhere. Let's start with where you've been living these days. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's It's this crazy visceral thing. It's your hands. Your hands look exactly the same.
So do yours.
So.
Yeah. So, you live in the Sahara?
What?
Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm at the Sahara.
The Sahara Hotel in Vegas?
Yeah.
A room at the Sahara?
Yeah, the night we got married.
You ever think about that night?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think about that night.
I have dreams about that night.
So do I.
You ever wonder if it was just physical?
Oh, it was physical.
It was intensely
It
physical.
was mainly physical.
I spent years in therapy getting over it.
You did? So did I. I did.
Oh, God, you look good.
So do you.
You ever wonder?
Yeah, oh, yeah. But, you know, I'm not going to go through this again. Dwayne, I don't know anything about you. I don't even know if you're married. Well, I notice you don't wear a wedding ring, but I don't want to notice whether you wear a wedding ring or not, because it doesn't matter, because I spent years getting over you, Dwayne, years
Obsessing.
fantasizing.
Wondering.
What might have happened if
Just a little.
different.
You're kidding.
No, Joe has filed an official complaint with the board and claims he has evidence. What evidence?
The letter doesn't say. All he says is, on several occasions, Dr. Philip Waters engaged in sexual relations with a patient named Jacqueline Schultz. And he urges us to investigate the charges according to the bylaws of the hospital, which is why we're here.
I didn't do it, right? Well, I have to ask.
Why is Joe doing this?
Because Philip demoted him. And now we have to sit here and let him drag Philip's name through the mud.
No, but as chief of surgery, the bylaws require me to convene a meeting of peers to discuss the merits of the charge and whether to pursue them any further.
Fine. Let's dismiss him.
Can we? I mean, without even talking to Philip?
Can we leave Philip's name out of this? It's degrading.
Stu, you're the new in-house counsel. What's our obligation?
Hey, you can drop this here and now, if you're all sure. Just remember, we dismiss these charges, and Jacqueline Schultz sues us for sexual harassment. The hospital is creating a potentially huge liability. I'm not saying he did anything. I'm just saying we should be sure, because this leaves us wide open.
Of course we're sure.
Because according to the file, Philip saw Jacqueline Schultz on a consult in May of '98.
Wait a minute. Joe actually went through the files and dug up a real name here?
Anybody talk to this woman?
Once we make that call, these charges are out in the community.
We're talking about a personal vendetta. I mean, do you understand the kind of damage this could do to Philip's career if some rumor about sexual harassment gets out?
Hello? It's out. Who are we kidding? Is it the board level? You think these guys are a bunch of sphinxes? And with all due respect, your obvious fondness for Dr. Waters, which speaks very well for him, we're talking about the chief of staff of this hospital. I'll hold off on calling the woman. We can't just dismiss this without talking to Philip. We can't just let her go.
Once we've taken the blood, we'll sift out the white blood cells and incubate them with interleukin-2.
Right, so all you're using is Tina's own white cells.
Basically, we're creating a supercharged version of your own immune system. I'll remove the tumor, squirt the supercharged cells right into the tumor bed, and if all goes well, they'll identify any new tumor cell as a foreign object and kill it before it has a chance to develop.
What about the baby? What if they identify him as a foreign object and kill him?
There's very little chance that they could cross the placenta.
But you don't know that for sure, do you? Because this has never been done on a pregnant woman before.
No,
Honey,
but...
I think
No,
what you...
Dr. Hancock said that his hands and feet were just developing. And his fingers and his ears and his brain. And what if my immune system decided to attack him? What would happen?
Tina, I wish I could guarantee you that there was no possible chance that that could happen. All I can do is work off what we know and make my best assumption. And your baby is always exposed to your immune system. I don't believe that this version of it will attack him.
Honey, listen to me, okay? Don't do this to yourself. You have to try and save your life. This is a chance you have to take.
Oh my God, Dwayne. Oh, it was religious. I thought I was gonna die. Oh my God, I've just never experienced anything like that in my life. You are, oh Dwayne, you just do something to me. You always did. Oh, you know, maybe when we were young, we were just too terrified of what we felt for each other. You know, this passion, this total abandon. But maybe it's just too big to fight. Because the truth is, maybe I've never been able to make a relationship work is because on some level, I've spent my entire life comparing every man I ever met to you. Oh, Dwayne. Dwayne? Dwayne? Oh, my God. Dwayne. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dwayne. 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 48-year-old man, cardiac arrest, no pulse.
How long's he been down?
10 minutes before the paramedics arrived, for then I did CPR.
Okay, let's put him in trouble and get him on a monitor. Let's go. Dr. Austin.
Mitch, get the crash card. And hand me my bra.
I can't be a part of this experiment.
Tina, please listen. She said there's very little chance that it will cross the placenta.
She said she doesn't know what the chances are. I want to wait until after I have the baby.
Tina, if I don't do this now, you probably won't make it long enough to even have the baby. And the baby can't live without you.
Then you hook my body up to machines and keep it alive until the baby's born.
This is crazy. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. Can't you please talk to her?
I sit here and I feel the baby. I feel him, he's kicking. He's so tiny, I can feel his little tiny feet right here. He's like a little bird fluttering inside of me.
Honey, he needs a mother.
He has one. And I'd give anything in this world to be with it. I want to nurse him. And I want to rock him to sleep at night. And I want to watch him grow. And I want to walk him to preschool. But more than anything, I want him to live. And as long as I'm on this earth, I'm going to fight for him. And what gives him his best chance?
Tina, this is suicide.
It's a choice. I choose not to have this treatment until after the baby's born. And if I die before that, then I want my body kept alive on machines until after I give birth. Now I want to go home.
Joe, what are you thinking? Now he has to testify in front of a hospital subcommittee. Do you have any idea how humiliating that's going to be?
I am serving the higher good, Aaron. Look, I revere Philip, but that doesn't mean it excuses his conduct. He crossed the line. He has a character flaw. A serious character flaw.
What are you talking about? You're going to stand there and rant about character flaws? 3 weeks ago, you were hanging out in a bathrobe waiting for the payphone at the nut house. And I protected you, Joe, because if that ever got out, that you've concealed your history of a mental illness...
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm saying that once we go down this road, Joe, everybody is fair game.
It is not the same thing, Aaron. I have an illness. There is a social stigma attached to my illness. I control it. I control it with medication. For God's sake, Aaron, what else could I do? And now, you are threatening me, Aaron?
I'm not threatening you.
You've always hated me. Everyone in this hospital hates me. I knew this would happen sooner or later. You want to take a shot at me? Fine. Go to the board. Tell them about my obsessive-compulsive disorder. They can take away my license, but of course you know that.
Joe, you're not listening to me.
No, I am, and I understand you loud and clear. You're telling me I have nothing to lose anymore.
Give me 100 milligrams lidocaine, 2 minutes bicarb. Let's try it again. Clear. Clear.
Any particular reason we're in a bathrobe?
None of your business. Let's try it again. Clear?
That's, is that her motion? I guess so. Kate.
Come on, take a break, Kate.
No.
Come on, you're losing it. You're losing it. I'll keep trying. Take a minute. Take a minute.
I killed him, Bobby.
No, you didn't. You didn't. The two of you released 20 years worth of pent-up passion. He was a middle-aged man. Don't be so hard on yourself. Look, he had a heart attack. You did everything you could to save him, right? Then you gave him CPR immediately, and...
Right. Well, almost immediately. It was about a minute after he'd arrested.
A minute?
Mm-hmm.
He was in cardiac arrest for a full minute before he started CPR?
Well, what are you suggesting?
Nothing.
I'm getting something. I'm getting something.
I'm getting a pressure, 56 over power. Get an EKG. Sap coming up.
Here's sinus rhythm.
Kate! All right, let's get him prepped into the angio suite before he goes into deep again.
Dr. Katera, please tell me that she can't do this. You can make her stop.
I can't. Neither of us can. She is the patient. She has the legal right to refuse treatment.
This is suicide.
She's trying to protect the baby.
It's a fetus. And I don't know him. But she's my wife. Now, how can you stand by and let her die?
Jeremy, I've been her doctor for a year and a half. I fought for her, rejoiced for her. It breaks my heart to see her do this.
She deserves a chance to live.
I can't perform surgery without her consent.
Listen to me. She's scared. And she's confused. And she doesn't know what she wants. I know how she thinks. She never thinks of herself. She's the kindest person in this entire world. The last thing that she wants to do is to hurt anyone. Now, she's speaking for the baby. Who will speak for her?
Philip, I'm sorry. I just wanted to drag you into this, Philip.
We just want to have the strongest possible case.
It's fine. I don't hold this against any of you. All right, I'm accused of having sex with a patient.
That's the charge.
All right. Out of curiosity, according to the charges now, is this a habitual thing? Am I raping women under anesthesia or just groping them under their hospital gowns? What?
There's only one woman named, Jacqueline Schultz.
Jacqueline Schultz. Jacqueline Schultz was not a patient.
Whoa. Philip, you know this one?
I went out with her a few times. We went to a Bulls game. She wasn't a patient.
But Stu said you saw her as a patient last March.
I need to speak to you in private.
%100% blockage of anterior descending artery, 90% of circumflex artery, right artery 80% blocked. He shouldn't even be alive, let alone having sex.
What are you gonna do? Have him sign a release?
STs are up as nitro.
He's arresting. No pulse.
100 milligrams of lidocaine. Come on, Wayne. You can't die me now. Load the OR. We're coming in. Come on, Wayne. I'm gonna bring you back, Wayne. I promise. We've got 20 years to make up for. Okay, saw the capture. What are you waiting for? The Millennium? Let's go, guys. Come on. That's Vicky. Got it 6, Dwayne. Don't die on me now. All right, here we go. Start the heparin, get the lines up and what? Heparin in?
We have a pulse.
Yes, we do. Don't ever let anyone tell you I didn't touch your heart, Dwayne.
Pulse 30, BP 95 over 60. He's hanging on. You okay?
Yeah, thanks, Bobby. All right, stay suture. You get first ring suture. And cannulas ready as soon as they're in the glove test. Way to go, Dwayne. Good work.
Dr. Austin?
Yep.
Mrs. Haskell's in the lobby. The patient's wife?
Dwayne, you devil. Oh, didn't know he was married.
He wasn't wearing a ring.
How'd she know? Maybe she called the hotel. They said he got a heart attack.
You're right, then she just hopped on a plane.
Maybe. How far away does he live? You don't know?
No.
You don't know where he lives? You didn't know he was married? Did you talk about anything while he was dead?
You think this is funny?
No. Oh, just a little.
Bobby, what do I tell her?
How about the truth?
Right, that I bought.
Yeah, that's great.
I bought your husband at the brink of the grave.
Hey, if it was your husband, wouldn't you want to know? Besides, for all you know, he could be doing this every Tuesday.
Wasn't that kind of thing?
Are you sure? Look, you made a mistake. Why don't you have the guts to just look her in the eye, admit it, and apologize?
Mrs. Haskell.
Oh, Kate. Oh, I don't know how to thank you.
Oh.
You're a hero. You'll be a hero to us forever.
You know who I am?
Of course I do. When I found out that he had this conference in Chicago, I begged him to see you.
You did?
About his heart condition.
That's why he called me. Yeah.
He must have been terrified when he got the chest pains. Were you with him? When he collapsed?
Was I with him when he collapsed?
In the hotel?
Yeah,
I just mean, was he in pain? Did he ask for the kids?
Oh, the kids. Right, the kids. Oddly enough, when Dwayne collapsed, I was, at the dentist.
Any available orderlies? Any available orderlies?
Tina, I know you're legally entitled to do this, and as your doctor, I have no right to stop you. I probably shouldn't even be here, but I'm here as someone who cares about you. My mother died when I was 23, and not a day goes by that I don't miss her. But the love that she gave me is something that I will always carry with me. It gives me strength. And I look at you, and I see the love that you have for your baby, and he deserves to know that love. I mean, we talk about chances, and I can give you no guarantees, but I promise, if you give yourself the chance to live, he will carry your love with him for the rest of his life.
I think about having the procedure. Another period of waiting, of being in pain, of not knowing if I'm gonna live or die. And sometimes it just seems easier to let go, to not care, to give up and walk away. I'm just so terrified.
I'm sorry. I can't promise that I'll save you. All I can promise is that I will do everything within my power. Please, Tina, give me the chance.
You need a lawyer.
No, I don't. She wasn't a patient.
That's not what her chart says.
This is unbelievable.
Did you see her?
A 20-minute consult.
She was your patient.
She was Geiger's patient. She was having abdominal pains. He sent it to me because he was concerned about cholecystitis. We drew some blood, ran some tests. She didn't have it. A couple of months later, I ran into her in a supermarket, and we chatted a bit. She was very flirtatious, and then she kept calling me.